Welcome back to Rise and Shine with Eli, and the topic of today's video is don't sweat the small stuff. One more time. Don't sweat the small stuff. And you know what? It's all small stuff, just like the book states. Great book if you haven't read it. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. It's been around for several decades now, and it makes a lot of sense. Okay, one of the biggest issues we have as human beings is that we care too much. Let me repeat: we care too much about what other people think about us. That is one of the biggest issues that I've had in the past. And until I stopped caring about what people think about me, no matter what they say or do, right? I was basically holding myself back from accomplishing everything I've wanted to accomplish in life. It used to affect my dating life. It used to affect my business life. It used to affect my life with my family. Because even family, oh man, family, tell you, family, they're the worst at this. They come at you every single way possible, right? And they come at you, from many different directions all the time, right? Trying to tell you what to do, what they think is best for you. And they do it because they care about you, but what they don't realize is that they're not taking your thoughts and feelings into consideration. And when I was younger, I used to let that get to me. And as I got older, I started to realize, hey, they just care about me. And you know what? Just let them say what they're going to say and don't let it get to me, because it doesn't have to bother me if I don't allow it to bother me, right? Folks, in order for something to bother you, you have to allow it to bother you, no matter how much or how hard someone is coming at you, okay? I'm going to share another story again I shared in the previous video, but it makes sense to share it again here. When I used to work in retail management before I got promoted as a store manager, I was an assistant manager working for this lady as a store manager at one of the locations I worked at, one of the best store managers I ever had. And, there were some situations happening that were affecting my promotion, and I would always complain to her about it. And this is what she told me. She goes, "You know what, Eli? It is what it is." I said, "Come again?" She goes, "It is what it is." Haven't you heard of that phrase? Yeah, but I really don't know, what you mean. Well, some things are just the way they are, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it wasn't until years later, this happened in my early 30s, towards the end of my retail management, and retail corporate career before I became self-employed, closer to my mid-30s. And it wasn't until probably my mid-30s or my late 30s where I really started to understand what she meant by that, okay? Basically, there are things in your life that are within your control, and there are things that are out of your control. If you're working for someone else in a corporation, and let's say you're a great employee and you're trying to get a promotion because you want to make more money, you love your job, and you know you're the best qualified for that job and no one does it better than you, right? But then someone else gets hired from the outside instead of for that position that you were going to get promoted into, which is what I'm trying to say. So someone from the outside gets hired for that position that you should have received as a promotion, and they're far less qualified than you are. Why did they get the job? They got the job because the hiring manager is best friends with them. They hooked up their friend with a job. Folks, that happens all the freaking time. But see, back when I was in the corporate world, I didn't know that. No one ever explained this to me. I never understood, that sometimes that's just the way things are. I never understood the concept of, hey, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. I've always been a person that believes in good old-fashioned morals, values, and ethics. I've always been the type of person that believes you should work hard and earn everything. But that's not the way the world works. Sometimes things are not fair. They're out of your control, right? And maybe my complaints were valid, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because the people above me that, would consider promoting me at some point, they're going to promote their friends first, and then they're going to promote people after that, when they have no other friends to promote. And if I'm complaining in the meantime that I'm not getting the job because the district manager hired their friend that's less qualified than me and over promoting me, if I complain, right, not only am I not going to ever get the promotion, they're going to try to ride me out. Now, that never happened to me because I learned my lesson from my manager to the point of where I stopped complaining. But I saw other people back in those days complain the same way. Their complaints were legitimate, right? Their complaints were legitimate, but that's out of their control. And sometimes in life, you just have to suck it up. Things in life are not always going to be fair. But here's the thing, like I've said in other videos, okay? One of two things will happen. If you keep your mouth shut and keep working, eventually you'll get the promotion, maybe 6 months or a year or two later. Now, if you're working hard and you know you're the best qualified for the job, you keep applying for the promotion, but you keep getting passed up, and you know it's not fair, if it happens a couple, 2, 3 times, then you got to realize you're working for the wrong company. At that point, you have a card to play. Go apply for their job. When you get that other job, hand in your 2-week notice. And at that point, the managers may come to you and say, hey, Eli, why are you leaving? Well, I got a promotion at a different job, making this amount of money, and I love working here, even though you're ticked off. You're going to be professional about it, right? I love working here, but I got to move myself forward, right? At that point, they might say, well, what if we offer you 10% more than they're offering you, and then we give you that promotion, right? You see, at that point, you have a bargaining chip, right? So in life, you have to learn to play the game that way. I don't like playing games, right? And in order to play the game that way, you cannot sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. I used to be one of the biggest whiners and complainers. I used to complain about every little damn thing. And don't get me wrong, everything I've complained about was legitimate, right? But it was a similar situation as the story I just shared regarding the promotions I kept getting passed up for because the district manager hired, his friends over promoting me that was way more qualified for the job, right? It's the same situation. I used to always complain about those things. And I got to the point in my life where I realized life isn't fair. Things aren't always going to go my way. And while I am a very honest, ethical, and genuine person, that's not the way the world works. And especially when you're dealing in the corporate world or with the corporate world or working for somebody else, you've got to learn to play the game no matter how good of a person you are. And see, that's one of the main reasons why I became self-employed, because I got tired of this BS political corporate game. Okay? And if you're tired of that BS political corporate game, you have so many opportunities today to become self-employed and create something amazing that will not only eventually replace your current income, can double, triple, or even quadruple your income, and give you an unlimited income earning potential, right? Okay? So the bottom line is this before I wrap up this video, folks. In life, we're going to encounter many, many unfortunate things that are going to appear ridiculous. Like I said, if you're a good person like myself that has morals, values, and ethics, goes out there, does everything right as best as possible, you're a law-abiding citizen, you're kind, caring, loving, and considerate to all people, no matter how they treat you, right? When you treat everyone and you treat the whole world, with respect and in a caring way, You expect the whole world to treat you back the same way, but guess what? That never happens, right? In actuality, what happens is the nicer of a person you are, the better of a person you are, the better that, more other people perceive you to be than they are. A lot of people get jealous and they end up projecting their insecurities onto you, and then they try to attack you to bring you down to their level so that way they can feel better. You got to learn to just let all that go. You got to learn to rise above that, and you got to learn to not sweat the small stuff, because it's all small stuff. Let things roll off your shoulders and continue focusing on what you enjoy doing, right? Have fun. Do what you enjoy doing during your spare time, right? If you have friends that enjoy doing similar things, then do it with them. If not, go do it by yourself. I go take walks by myself all the time. Here's the thing. I don't need anyone in my life to be happy. I'm happy by myself. And because I'm happy within myself, I attract people to want to be a part of my life. Okay? Because I've learned to not sweat the small stuff. Okay? When you don't sweat the small stuff and you're just cool, calm, laid back, and collective, and collective, which is what I'm trying to say, people are going to see that in you, and they're going to be attracted to you because they want to be as strong as you. They want to learn how to be as strong and cool and calm and collected as you are. Because I'll tell you what, folks, it will change your life. I'm going to wrap up by saying this, okay? And this might not be the most professional thing to say, but it's the truth. You got to have the attitude of you should not give a shit about what anyone thinks about you. I don't give a shit about what anyone thinks about me at this point in my life. Does that mean I don't care about people's opinions and I don't value their opinions? I value opinions that are worthy of being valued. And when people are attacking me, and I know they're attacking me, I don't value that. That's a waste of my time. It's up to me what opinions I want to value and what opinions I don't want to value, right? But if you have the attitude in a cool, calm, and collective way of not giving a shit about what anyone thinks about you, you're going to go on each and every day and you're going to be the best version of you that you can be. And you're going to be happy, you're going to be smiling, you're going to be outgoing, and you're going to be infectious. You're going to attract so many amazing people into your world. At the same time, you're also going to attract people that are going to try to kick you down because they see how happy you are and they wish they could be like you, but you're going to learn to just ignore those people. And you're going to be flooded with so many positive people in your life that the haters that come at you eventually are not even going to be on your radar. And that's where I'm going to wrap up this video here today. I hope you folks learned something new. Another video is coming to this channel soon. Please like, share, subscribe, bang the bell, select all notifications. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.